Now, the first thing to look at is what software we need to install in order to start doing our Android development. Now, one of the things that we get spoiled as Microsoft developers is Visual Studio kind of is just the one thing we need. In the Android world, it's not quite like that. There's multiple software components that come together that we use for development. And not that long ago, we used to have to install lots of different components separately, and that was really a pain. It used to be really kind of challenging to get our environment set up. But the good news is that as Android has matured, the development has matured, and Google has done a good job of simplifying things. So the main thing that we need to get is what's called the Android Developer Tools Bundle. It's most commonly called the ADT bundle. And they've put pretty much everything we need inside that bundle, and that makes our lives so much easier. One of the main things in there, of course, is Eclipse. That's going to be our IDE itself. That's what we're going to do most of our work in. Now, Eclipse is a very generalized IDE, and it can do lots of different things. So one of the things that Google has done is they've created the ADT plugin, and that adds the very kind of Android-friendly environment to Eclipse. Then there are some tools inside that bundle, some SDK-related tools and some platform-related tools. We'll talk a bunch about those as we go on. There's the Android platform itself. And there's also the Android emulator images. Those are often called Android Virtual Devices, or AVDs. Right, so that's kind of our core environment. Now, the thing it's kind of funny is that when we set up our machine and we look at the requirements and stuff, it's not always really clear just how much you have to install. Now, the one thing that ADT does not install is our Java development environment. Our Java development kit, JDK. Basically, all we generally need is the ADT bundle and the Java development kit. And the Java development kit basically just provides the compiler and the libraries that are necessary. Now, you feel like you're kind of good to go. I get the bundle, I get the Java development kit. But before you take off and start setting it up, it's really important to notice what version of the JDK Android expects you to be using. At the time I'm recording this, Android does not work easily with the most current version of Java. Right now, as I'm recording this, the most current version of the JDK is JDK 7. Android requires JDK 6. Now, there are lots of websites out there that show you how you can make it work with JDK 7. That's just a headache. Our life's a lot easier at this point if we just download JDK 6 and go from there.